Welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. We've all heard it said, Caitlin Clark moves the needle. Who else moves the needle? Who else moves the needle? You hear people say, Caitlin Clark moves the needle. Well, not only does Caitlin Clark move the needle, Caitlin Clark moves the venue. 6 teams, count them, 6 teams have decided to move the venue when Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever come to town. Let's see how the media reports this movement, if you will. We'll start with DallasNews.com. The headline, Dallas Wings versus Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, moving to American Airlines Center. Caitlin Clark's name is mentioned in the headline. FrontOfficeSports.com has this headline. 6 WNBA teams have moved games versus Caitlin Clark and the Fever to larger venues. Again, Caitlin Clark in the headline. And it names the 6 teams. So these are the 6 teams that have moved games against the Fever. Atlanta Dream, 1 game. Chicago Sky, 2 games. Connecticut Sun, 1 game. Dallas Wings, 1 game. Las Vegas Aces, 1 game. Washington Mystics, 2 games. And those with 1 game, 2 games, that might be, they may add more to that before it's all over. And now to the Dallas Wings own site at wings.wnba.com. And let's stay here for a little bit. Dallas Wings announced this. Dallas Wings to host Indiana Fever at American Airlines Center on June 27th. So it says the Dallas Wings will host the Indiana Fever at American Airlines Center on June 27th with tip-off at 6:30. Recently announced Wings partner Albert will be presenting sponsor of the game, which will feature a night in Dallas. So it goes on to tell us where American Airlines Center is located, that it's where the Dallas Mavericks and NHL's Dallas Stars play. And here is this statement from Dallas Wings CEO. We are thrilled to bring WNBA basketball to American Airlines Center for the first time, Dallas Wings CEO and managing partner Greg Bibbs stated. Having the best women's basketball players on the planet playing in a world-class venue such as American Airlines Center is truly fitting. Hosting this game at AAC provides our athletes with the well-deserved opportunity to be showcased in front of a record home crowd. Playing our first game in our future home city of Dallas offers our fans not only a new and unique opportunity to experience the WNBA, but also enjoy a preview of what is to come. Okay, so this is the one headline I'm sharing that does not mention Caitlin Clark. And in the statement, it does not mention Caitlin Clark. And I would not expect it to mention Caitlin Clark as the reason for the move. Although she is mentioned as the reason for the move, along with other reasons for the move. So what I mean is, it says a night in Dallas is expected to feature the 3 most recent number 1 WNBA draft picks. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. The Dallas Wings have the number 1 selection in this year's class, it says, while the Indiana Fever boasts 2024 number 1 overall pick Caitlin Clark and 2023's top pick Aaliyah Boston. And then it goes on to tell you the draft, April 14th, etc. And the Wings currently have 2 first-round picks. Tells you all that stuff. So it gets away from, the whole thing about moving to a larger arena. But it says Dallas posted 8 regular season sellouts during 2024 campaign, played to a capacity crowd at College Park Center, total of 9 times. Of course, it's a small arena, including the Wings preseason tilt against Indiana. Yeah, so that was a sellout against Indiana. Over 20 games in 2024, College Park Center was on average at 35% capacity. But in any case, it obviously isn't enough room there for what they expect. So then it goes on to name some other people. I won't read all the names, but it does say the 2025 Dallas Wings season comes with much anticipation. And then it's like, yeah, we've got Dejanay Carrington because of free agency, of course. Some Kurt Miller GM made some moves. You got Dejanay. You've got Alyssa Smith. And of course, we're, skipping through here. You've got, of course, Arike Agumbawale. But honestly, I had forgotten about the Dejanay Nalissa connection. So Indiana will go to Dallas and play in the larger arena the Mavericks play in. And they will have to look eye to eye, of course. Excuse the pun with Dejanay. That was totally unplanned. But they'll have to look eye to eye with Dejanay Carrington and also Alyssa Smith, of course, who was on the Indiana Fever just an eye blink ago. I didn't mean that either. It's just, I guess I got the eye theme going. So in any case, here's the point. Caitlin Clark moves the needle. And when you move the needle, people have to move venues. Now, I heard through the grapevine that some people feel that this has something to do with Paige Bueckers because she is expected to be the number 1 draft pick. I say expected because other people expect that. My opinion is we'll see it when we see it, but a lot of people feel that she'll be the number 1 pick and Dallas has the number 1 pick. But of course, some people say she doesn't want to go to Dallas and some things could be worked out. I don't know. I don't know how all those things work. But like I said, I just heard it through the grapevine that people say, well, this isn't about Caitlin. This is about Paige Bueckers. And no doubt, Paige is, a lot of people enjoy watching her play. She's made a name for herself for sure. And perhaps they're expecting that the combination of Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark is going to be too much for their own arena. So, I mean, we could believe that, but I'm inclined to think that with 6 teams moving, it's because of Caitlin Clark and the Fever, it's the Caitlin Clark effect. And the Caitlin Clark effect makes people have to make decisions to go somewhere to accommodate the people who are coming in. Totally good for the team, unless you're like Satu Sabali, who said it was kind of annoying to be playing on her home court and seeing as many, if not more, Indiana Fever jerseys, Caitlin Clark jerseys than their, their team's jerseys. I guess that can be frustrating, but for the game overall, for the team overall, I believe it is a good thing when you say we need to move to a bigger place because Indiana Fever coming to town. And when Fever team comes to town, people show up. And again, that's a good thing. But you can love Paige all you want, but we cannot deny the Caitlin Clark effect. And teams are moving because they have to accommodate the Caitlin Clark effect. So, like Kelsey Mitchell has said so many times, because of Kid, because of C Squared, it has brought a lot of eyeballs and everybody benefits. So it's a good thing that teams are moving. And I expect more. Added to that, got to have a bigger venue when you have a bigger draw. So what are your thoughts? How many of you are planning to go to any games this season, have tickets already or planning to get tickets? I guess you better move fast, right? Because things are moving the needle, moving the venue, moving tickets, just moving forward. I'll catch you next time, God willing. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Thank you if you have. God bless you, Amanda.